Hello and welcome back to Shakesyear. We are working on Romeo and Juliet, and today we get to hear from Friar Lawrence in Act 2, Scene 3. Friar Lawrence is a wise man, if somewhat ineffectual, but we'll get into that later. And he's kind of the voice of reason in this play. He is a friar, he's a holy man, so he gets to be kind of impartial in this whole Capulet Montague feud thing. And yesterday we checked in with him. He's gardening first thing in the morning. He's picking special herbs and spices. No, he's picking herbs and flowers and things like that so that he can make medicines out of them. And he was being very philosophical about how some plants that are poisonous in one manner are very curative in another manner, which could be taken as a great big metaphor for the whole war that's going on between the Montagues and the Capulets. And he even acknowledges that there are times when violence might be the answer to things or the best recourse because there is no other recourse left. So anyway, he was being all sorts of philosophical, but then Romeo shows up because remember, Romeo fell in love with Juliet at this party when he crashed this party at the Capulet's house, and Juliet has tasked Romeo with finding a where and when for them to get married if he actually does love her. So he has gone to find Friar Lawrence. So after yesterday's monologue, where Friar Lawrence was being all philosophical and talking about good and evil and how there's evil in good and there's good in evil, and things that are good if they're pushed too far or misused, they can become bad, but sometimes that bad is necessary and all these sorts of things. Anyway, once he's done with all of that, Romeo's like, "Hi," and Friar Lawrence says, "Benedicite! What early tongue so sweet saluteth me? Young son, it argues a distempered head so soon to bid good morrow to thy bed. Care keeps his watch in every old man's eye, and where care lodges, sleep will never lie. But where unbruised youth with unstuffed brain doth couch his limbs, there golden sleep doth reign. Therefore thy earliness doth me assure thou art uproused with some distemperature, or, if not so, then here I hit it right. Our Romeo hath not been in bed tonight." So here, once again, he's kind of being philosophical about the necessity of sleep and how older people, once they start to care about things, aren't able to sleep because they're too worried about stuff. But what he's saying about Romeo is like, you're young and unburdened, so you should be able to sleep very well and very often. But the fact that you're coming to me now, like before the sun is even really up, means either there's something really wrong or you just pulled an all-nighter and you haven't been home yet. And Romeo's like, "Yep, that's it. I haven't been to sleep." And Friar Lawrence is like, "Oh my goodness, were you sleeping with Rosalind?" And he's like, No. I've completely forgotten about Rosalind at this point. And the friar's like, "So what's up?" And he's like, "Actually, I had dinner with my enemy last night." And Friar Lawrence is like, cut the metaphors and just tell me what's going on." And Romeo's like, "I was at the Capulet's house and I fell in love with Juliet and she loves me too and we want to get married and we need you to perform the ceremony." And Friar Lawrence has some thoughts on that, which we will get to in tomorrow's monologue. So I will see you then for that. Mwah.